He goes by the name Fortunato. He has other names like Marquise de Angerville or something like that. Yeah. Introduce yourself, sir. You've been on the show once before, but you are here live in the booth.
Yeah, I was remotely on the show from LC Book Took, New Brunswick.
Shout out to them, by the way. Solidarity for taking care of this planet for people that are too lazy to take care of it themselves.
Yeah,
I get political on the show. I'm not afraid.
It's cool. Yeah, that's part of what I'm dealing with right now. But
really?
Yeah, like it's it's just great to be here in Halifax again. I try to come down as much as possible. I go by the name of Fortunato, and I used to be in a group called Angerville, and not any longer, but I still rep the brand because I'm proud of what I accomplished with that group, and it's the vibe is still very much the same. It's crazy because my mother-in-law, she has these Jehovah's Witnesses visit her every week, and she likes to brag about my music to them, so they went online and checked it out, and they came back and they're like, he makes very angry music. That was their commentary.
Really?
Yeah.
Your music's not angry?
I don't know. To them, I guess it is.
Some of it, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
I think you're angry. If you're angry about anything, you're angry about things that you should be angry about. Yeah. In my mind,
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I'm out here. Halifax is a great city, and I love doing work down here. Like I just met those dudes that you had, Gentleman's Mafia, I believe. Yeah,
yes.
Very talented dudes. I keep meeting more and more talented MCs and producers when I come down here. So it's that's part of the reason why I moved out here from Toronto, because there is an abundance of talent on the East Coast.
Let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
So the way you say that, it sounds like you're in Toronto and you're like, where is there abundance of talent? Let me go there. What drew you here? Like, what, of all the places, because there are lots of places you can move to.
Yeah,
but why here?
The personal issues are basically are the main reason why I came out here.
Okay.
I'm taking care of my wife's mom right now. She's having heart problems, and so we've been taking care of her.
All the best to her.
Yeah,
I hope that gets.
That's the main reason. And I don't share that with everybody, but I feel like I'm very comfortable in this environment. Sometimes some radio shows are a little bit invasive.
Thank you, sir.
So but that's the main reason why I'm out here. But also, I did a tour back in June of last year. That was my straight East Coastin' tour, and it was a lot of things that went wrong with that tour, and if I would have been in Ontario on that tour, I would have been sleeping in parks. But everywhere I went, people were opening their doors to me. Like I was stranded. I was in Lower Sackville. I jumped on a bus, just happened to end up at here on a Smooth show, and then someone got me a ride out to Kentville, and then I ended up doing a show out there, and then ended up on someone's couch out in Wolfville doing a show out in there, and then catching a bus back to Moncton, and then finding a place to stay out there. So I was like, you know what? There's just people are really stand up. Around here, they're like they mean what they say. I find, of course, there's an exception to everything, but for the people that I ran into, like I said, everybody was just willing to, help out. If they said they were coming, you could guarantee they were going to be there. So that's what brought me back here, as well as my personal things. And then, since I've been here, I feel like I really made the right decision.
That's awesome. Do you notice anything like I love asking people that are new to the scene, whether it's new. Well, someone like you gives me a nice perspective. What do you notice as someone coming into the scene about this scene that is a flavor of this area? Is there something about it that's like, wow, this is the kind of that flavor. This is the way the scene, goes off for me.
Yeah, you know what? It's crazy because I have that perspective where I'm born and raised in Toronto. I grew up in in that scene, and so I know everything from that perspective. And everybody always looks at it like as this great oasis where everybody can become famous, and it's really not like that at all. And so I like to come out here and just tell people don't try and big it up like it's something so great, because what you guys have out here is actually really great, because you're still in the process of building it. I mean, I know there's a very rich history of hip hop out here on the East Coast, but I mean it's still like got so much further to go. Whereas I feel like the saturation in the Toronto scene, and it's just the overabundance of rappers and rappers and rappers. There's no fans left. It's just rappers going up to other rappers saying, "Yo, listen to check my video. And I'm like, and then they're like, cool, check my video. And then another guy jumps and he's like, man, yo, nice videos. Come check my video. And it's like, well, who's actually listening anymore? So I think that, there's a lot of raw talent out here. It's still early in the game, and I like all the different little scenes. Like I've been in Fredericton, they got a cool little scene there, and Dartmouth is just crazy to me. Like I went out there and I was just like, yo, I'm still trying to get a handle on what's going on out there. I'm like, yo, I don't even know. I'm still too new to really understand it, but it's exciting.
It's the hot spot these days, I would say. I'll put my finger down on that and say Dartmouth is where a lot of the heat's coming from these days, for sure.
Yeah.